Because I heard President Mugabe lie yesterday.
But you were giving us the statements that we are being.
Please, people of Zimbabwe, look at this man. He won't allow me to explain to you what the Zimbabwe Democracy Act is all about.
Yes.
It's about corrupt,
don't mislead them.
Autocratic leadership, right? You owe the World Bank money. You don't repay them. You go back and ask for more.
You were the Minister of Finance.
Yes, exactly.
And why weren't you paying them?
Because I didn't have the money. Like we don't have the money now.
I
told my colleagues in cabinet and the president.
Where did Bono get the money from?
Why won't you allow a normal conversation to take place? Please, Zimbabwe, look at this caliber of journalism. Huh?
And welcome to our 2008 Harmonized Election Campaign Programs. In the studio, we have Dr. Simba Makoni. Dr. Makoni is an independent presidential candidate. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
I'm happy to meet you, and with me is Walter Mfanochia to talk to Dr. Makoni. Dr. Makoni, are you your own man? This is the question. I'll repeat to you.
What do you mean by that?
Are you your own man? Or you affronting other people as the accusations fly by?
Who do they say I'm fronting?
Fronting for? Well, maybe you can tell us who you're fronting for.
Well, Walter, Happison, and all of Zimbabwe, let me tell you, I am Simba Makoni. I am genuine, I am real, I am honest. I front for no one. I have offered myself to the people of Zimbabwe to work for the people of Zimbabwe and with the people of Zimbabwe. So if I'm fronting for anyone, I'm fronting for the people of Zimbabwe. And I'm happy to be such a front.
Right. Dr. Makoni, how come then you launched your bid only a month before elections, and all of a sudden you are campaigning? You are all over the show with so many cars, which means you have some very good financial backing. And who is that backing you?
Well, you've asked a couple of questions. Firstly, how come I came in at the time I came? I explained on the day I announced my candidacy that I had expected to stand in the name of a party, as the candidate of a party. When that move was blocked, I then offered myself as an independent candidate. How come I'm all over the place? I'm happy so you recognize that, because you're the first person in this establishment who is confirming that Mavambo is all over the place. Indeed, we are all over the place.
And it shows you're not being harassed as well. So the campaigning is very free and fair to you?
Well, I don't know about free and fair. People are being...
How can you be everywhere, as you say, happily?
Because we are with the people. We are wherever the people are. That's why we are everywhere.
Confirm this year's campaign has no hitches?
No, I'm not saying that. People are being intimidated. Our communications through this institution, I regret to say, and through Zimbabwe newspapers are being impeded all over the place. But notwithstanding that, because we are with the people, and we are where the people are, Mavambo is everywhere. You suggest we're being funded? Yes, we're being supported by the people of Zimbabwe. We're a voluntary organization, an organization of volunteers.
Yes, but there are rumors that you have big financiers, some of them like, the South African breweries and other major conglomerates all over the world.
Well,
you deny that?
Happily you call them rumors. Rumors are not fact.
Yes, but there's no smoke without fire.
In this case, there is no smoke and there is no fire.
Dr. Makoni, there is high speculation amongst the electorate in Zimbabwe that you are working in cahoots with Zanu-PF to split the opposition vote. How far true is this?
That speculation is not among the electorate. It's made by Morgan Tsvangirai, specifically. And it's a lie. I am independent. As I've said, I am my own person. I am honest. Zimbabweans know I don't lie, I don't cheat, I don't steal. And in this election campaign, I'm not lying, I'm not cheating, I'm not stealing either.
Have you sought the support of other independent candidates who are vying for House of Assembly as well as senatorial seats in various constituencies throughout the country?
There are independent candidates who filed in their nomination on nomination day under our banner, under the Mavambo banner. We are working with those. Yes.
What are the real policies? Because it seems this independent has got various ideologies. This might clash. Are you going to use them? So you are not alone. You are a group of people that call themselves independents.
Yeah, if you listen to me, I said there are independent candidates who are running under the Mavambo banner.
And
There are other independent candidates.
When they are running under the umbrella, the policies of Mavambo? If Mavambo itself has pronounced policies.
They are independent in the sense that they do not belong to a political party, just like I do not belong to a political party.
What is
That's
Mavambo?
how I am. Mavambo is a movement of independent thinkers and independent actors. People.
Is it not semantics here, a movement and a party?
Well, you can define that. I have explained to you what Mavambo is. A movement
so
of
they are not independent, they belong to Mavambo.
They share the vision that I offered on February 5 when I announced my candidacy for the president of Zimbabwe.
So is Mavambo going to transform into a party?
What I can assure you is that after March 30, when the results are announced, there's going to be a major realignment in Zimbabwean politics. And Mavambo will be part of that major realignment.
Dr. Makoni, you have been in Zanu-PF for over 3 decades, and all of a sudden you come out of Zanu-PF against Zanu-PF, standing against Zanu-PF for the presidential seat. What motivated you to vie for the presidency?
Well, let me explain first, as I have said before. This candidacy is for the people of Zimbabwe. We don't present ourselves in negatives. But having said that, I'm trying to clarify that I am standing for the people of Zimbabwe, not against somebody. But having said that, I explained on February 5. We have been working for a long time for change within Zanu-PF. For change that would then reflect in our whole country. Many.
Can you name
Politburo, no, I'm not going to name people. People will name themselves. But many.
But they are there. They are in the political.
They are there. If you recall at Bite Bridge and at Mtawatawa, President Mugabe was compelled to ask little children scorching in the sun if they were with him, because he realized he was not with anyone else. So there are many who share the Mavambo vision.
So let me take you back. You said,
would you like me to answer Walter's question first?
All right, please do.
So we've been working on this for change. What President Mugabe himself in 2000 said, he would like the succession matter to be advanced within the party openly and explicitly.
But you didn't do that.
We did.
You didn't do it openly.
We did.
There was the Congress, the December special Congress.
Yes, we did.
Why didn't you stand up at the podium and tell the people there?
Standing up at the podium. Standing up at the podium is not the only.
And announcing it within Zanu-PF.
No, we were following the processes of the constitution of the party. A candidate who wants to stand for any leadership position is nominated. And
were you nominated by the provinces?
No, I wasn't, because they engineered the process such that there were no nominations. If you remember, President Mugabe announced in March of 2007, that he was going to stand. The same moment he announced that there would be elections in March 2008, he announced he was going to stand for the party as president. He wasn't nominated. Not by a single person.
Definitely.
Then they manipulated.
Definitely, doctor. Yours was not an open thing.
Can I finish the answer?
Yours was not an open thing.
Can I finish the answer?
All right, but
can I finish the answer?
Yes.
Then that answer will answer your subsequent question. Then they manipulated the procedures to bar nominations by provinces by insisting that the Congress was going to endorse the current president of the party. This Congress of December 2007 has as much mandate as the Congress of 2004. So there was no reason whatsoever to deny this Congress of 2007 the mandate for nomination, for secondment, and for election. But let me say to you, I don't believe that this is material anymore.
Well, but Dr.
Simba
when you say
Makoni is an independent
it is
candidate
material,
for
Doctor,
president.
because you say there is going to be, you are focusing major realignments.
Yes.
And I guess according to you, the major realignments will mean some Zanu-PF members will shift to you, and maybe some MDC members will shift to you.
Not some. The majority of those in the existing political formations will come to the Mavambo vision, as they have already come to the Mavambo vision.
What if they lose?
If they lose what?
If Mavambo loses. If
Mavambo won't lose. The people won't lose.
No, but everybody has the people.
No.
Morgan has the people.
He has a few people. And President Mugabe has a few people.
Well,
Mavambo has the overwhelming majority of the people.
Okay, what policies do you offer for the people to run away from their political parties?
No, they're not running away.
Movement?
They have already come to Mavambo. Firstly, because Mavambo is about unifying our people.
Okay.
We are not segmenting our people. We are not affording or denying our people their rights because they have what is called the wrong color of card in their pocket. We are about national re-engagement. We are about getting the people back together again. We are for the removal of the fear that envelopes all of us, the intimidation that is right.
This is almost like all other parties, what you are saying.
Have you heard Zanu-PF say they're about unity?
Oh, yes.
Mugabe is raising his fist and saying, come to the fist of fury. We are angry.
Yes.
We're going to bash your teeth into your throats.
Yes, but
That's not about unity.
No. The fist is about unity.
No, it's about fear.
Because it unites all the people. It doesn't spread them. Anyway, let's not talk about Zanu. Let's talk about your policies.
I was explaining them when you interjected.
No. You were telling us the history, how you moved out of Zanu-PF.
I was telling you that we are about unity.
Are you still in Zanu-PF?
No, I am not.
You are not.
No.
Be that as it may, Doctor, are you not worried that your backers you speak of that are in Zanu-PF, if, as you have claimed, that they are not coming out in the open? Elections are just around the corner, talking of 3 days before the elections, and no one else has come out in support of Simba Makoni.
What do you mean they have not come out?
Who
That
else?
person was at Kuadzana yesterday.
Who else has come out of Zanu-PF to support Dr. Simba Makoni?
All these people who are wearing Mavambo t-shirts, many of them were members of Zanu-PF. In many areas in the country, whole DCCs of Zanu-PF.
I'm speaking, Doctor, of Politburo members.
What is the importance of Politburo members?
Doctor, this is what we are saying. Is yours a shadowy movement or an open movement?
No, it's a very open movement.
Because
That's why hundreds of thousands of Zimbabweans are coming to our meetings.
Why did you wait until only a month to announce something from the blue?
It was not from the blue. You're refusing to listen to me. If you read my statement on February 5, I said, when I came to announce on February 5, it was after intensive and extensive consultations with people within Zanu-PF.
Did you consult the
other
presidency about this?
I had a meeting with President Mugabe on February 20.
And did you tell him that?
I told him that the people want change.
Yes.
I told him the people want new leadership. I told him the people are expecting.
And did you tell him that you were going to form?
I told him the people expect change.
Yes, but
and we are working for
change. Form a movement.
I didn't form a movement. I offered myself as an independent candidate.
Mavambo movement.
Yes. When I offered myself as an independent candidate and I explained what I stand for, other people have associated with the vision of Mavambo. That's what I'm
what is the vision of Mavambo? Apart from you just telling us that unity, because Zanu-PF is a united front of as as everybody knows, of Zanu and the Patriotic Front, and you are saying unity, which Zanu-PF already, and that's not a policy. Give us how you will work towards that unity, what your policies are, the economic policies, if they are different from Zanu-PF policies, if you are going to redistribute the land, let's talk about your policies.
I hope you will allow me to finish answering that question before you interject. Let's not have an argument.
Yes, but don't talk forever, Doc.
I started by saying I will enumerate what constitutes our policy.
Yes.
On February 18, I released the elements of our manifesto.
Yes.
Which says the main platform that we're offering Zimbabweans is unity, reconciliation, and re-engagement. We characterize the Zimbabwe of today as a Zimbabwe that is fearful, that is stressful, a Zimbabwe that is characterized by disease, poverty, and hunger, and that the counterpoise of that, which is unity, which is peace, no fear, a working economy that is based on rational, practical programs, policies that generate productivity and production in the factories that are closed, in the mines that are closed, the power stations that are not generating power, the fields that are not yielding food for our people, which is why we're having to import 8 years after we redistributed farms to the people, are what Mavambo will stand for.
Thank you. Dr. Makoni, you have been part of this process for more than 20 years. Are you not part and parcel of what you have been saying? Because this is already known by everybody. Actually, you have been repeating what people already know. But you are part and parcel of whatever you said was going wrong.
I was.
Are you denying that?
I was. No, I won't deny it.
When did you move out? A month ago.
Let me tell you.
A month ago.
For all the time that I was both in the government and in the party especially,
yes,
I have been working for change from within. I explained this.
Yes.
You will know that when I was Minister of Finance, I left that position because people were pursuing disastrous policies.
But you remained within the Politburo.
Yes. To influence change from within. You must understand that in the doctrine and practice of collective responsibility.
And why did you take it upon yourself to influence change while others were not with you? Because if they were with you, they could have gone with you.
I have already said there are many who shared at that time the position I was advancing. I can tell you that when I was Minister of Finance, we would go into a meeting and people who are afraid, who are scared, I don't know of what, would not speak. But when we leave the meeting, whole cabinet ministers would come to me and say, we agree entirely with you. We support what you're saying, but they didn't have the guts to say it. This February, when I announced my candidacy, many members of Zanu-PF, many members of the National Executive Council of the MDC have come forward to say, we support the Mavambo vision. We will vote for President Makoni.
But they are not joining you.
What do you mean they're not joining me?
No. Just like you said in cabinet, they would come secretly to tell you that they support you, but in the open, then they won't. They would issue like
because
they
they're
did.
cowards.
But they've left you in the call.
No, they haven't left me in the call. Happison, you were at Wadzana yesterday, you told me. You saw the people who were there.
I saw the people.
You saw the people who were there.
I saw there were people with MDC shirts, with Zanu-PF shirts.
That's what I'm saying. We are the unifier.
When the Zanu-PF bus came, they shouted, look at our bus, look at our bus.
Yes. Unfortunately, Zanu-PF is buying people. They're buying votes with buses 3 days before the election.
All right, let's
how
go
cheap,
to another.
how shallow.
Let's go to another.
Buying people with buses 3 days before the election. Isn't it pathetic?
All right. Let's not talk about Zanu. Let's talk about Mavambo.
Dr. Makoni, you have brought in a new campaign strategy which has not been used in Zimbabwe, that of visiting the rural areas and meeting people perhaps door to door. Some have said that it's because your campaign is cash-strapped. Would you care to explain this?
What is important here is that, like I said, we are with the people. And we mingle with the people. We don't bus people to stadia. We don't invite people to come and enjoy sadza nenyama ku stadium ravasina kumba kwavo. We don't force people to close their shops and their markets so that they come to stadia to be threatened with a fist of fury. We don't threaten people to come so that if they don't come, they are slapped across their faces in Mbama. We are with the people. That's why we are an innovative movement. We are an innovative movement. We are about freshness. We are about new ideas. And so meeting the people in Nemangwa, in Sipepa, in Slobela, in Pandawana, Meeting the people in Nyamaropa as we are doing is fresh. Now, and it puts us in direct connection with the people.
Dr. Makoni, the stark reality on the ground is that you are in this race with a veteran politician, tried and tested in all spheres, that is President Robert Mugabe of Zanu-PF, and also with Morgan Tsvangirai, who has stood against President Robert Mugabe, though he lost all the elections, but for 10 years, he's got some credit to that. Now, in this race, we are talking of serious contenders for the presidency, but you are coming out of Zanu-PF with a few weeks before elections, wanting to stand for the presidency. How do you seriously gauge your chances to win in this race?
Well, first, let me correct you. I'm not wanting to stand. I am standing for president. I am standing for president. President Mugabe is about history. You're right. He's a veteran of the past. He has nothing to offer Zimbabwe at the moment, apart from fury and anger. I am offering newness. I am offering renewal. Morgan Tsvangirai has tried it. He has courage. He has softened the ground. But he also hasn't got freshness. Morgan is suggesting to people, because he's been arrested, he's been beaten by the police, his eye was bloodshot, he qualifies on that account to be president. I am saying I qualify and am eligible for the highest office in our land because I offer expertise.
Let's talk about
offer experience.
All right, let's talk about the land
offer competence.
Policy.
Please, let me finish. I offer honesty. I offer uprightness. I don't steal. I don't rob. I'm not corrupt. You have said it on this station. It has been said in the newspapers. That is what Zimbabwe needs, and that is what Zimbabwe will get from Simba Makoni.
Let's talk about other issues before time. Well, you are only offering, but the practicalness of it will have to be seen.
Well,
what's your land policy? What is your land policy? Are you going to let it as it is, or you are going to start your own reform?
No. Remember, there is a very clear national policy which says land shall be acquired in an orderly manner.
It was already acquired in whatever manner. We are saying, are you going to
why won't you allow me to finish answering?
You are repeating what we know already, Doctor. Tell us, are you going to reverse the land?
No, we are going to rectify the distortions and the anomalies which President Mugabe, in his own words, has called chaos on the land.
Yeah, but
we are going to
he says he's going to do that.
We are going to rectify the multiple farm ownership. It's not credible, Happison, for President Mugabe to say he's going to do that because he has known this for 8 years.
Why should it be credible with you when you have been part and parcel of the same thing for 20 years and within a month you stand aloof, you say, well, no, I'm credible, they are not.
I wish you would allow me to finish my answers.
I'll allow you to.
Because we're not in an argument, This is a very rational...
Yeah, but I'm just telling you what you are saying, Doc.
What I'm explaining to you is, since 2001, President Mugabe has known that there is chaos on the land. These were his words at Esigodini in 2003. That there's multiple farm ownership in my leadership. These were also his words in Chinoi in 2002. But he has done nothing about it in 6 years.
And you were part and parcel of the political.
We have urged him.
That 6 years.
We have urged him in the time that I was working for change from within Zanu-PF.
But these were your colleagues. If you say these were your colleagues, the ones who you want to take, to take to your party with their multiple firms, you are welcoming them, as you say, because you say there are many.
There are many.
These are the same people,
not the corrupt ones. We're not taking the corrupt ones. We're not taking the thieves. We're not taking those who
because you were part and parcel of these thieves, if you call them that.
Well, Happison, you interjected me when I was trying to explain the doctrine and the practice of collective responsibility.
Yes.
You have a cabinet of 32. They are not clones. They don't all think the same. They don't all act the same. And of the 32, there are probably 3 or 5 who are autocratic, intolerant of fresh ideas, and they happen to occupy positions that override those of the 30 plus.
Yeah,
and we end up
my
with a
problem,
collective
what makes you think
that
you are
is
the only one with fresh
incapacitated.
ideas? Because there are many parties that are saying they have fresh ideas. Tell us about we said, are you going to reverse the land issue?
We've answered that.
No, you have.
You interjected when I was answering
said you were
the
part
question.
and parcel.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's why I'm explaining to
All right,
you.
let's go
and
to
you're
another.
refusing to accept
Let's go to the economy.
collective responsibility.
Let's go to the economy, Doc. Our time is running out. The economy. How are you going?
I need to plead with you, Happy Son.
All right, please.
If you ask me a question, allow me to answer it.
But you take forever. You are taking forever.
If you interject, you don't give me the opportunity to explain to the people of Zimbabwe.
No, it's not a rally, sir. It's not a rally. Rallies, you can go on forever.
Doctor, on your website, you have raised issues of electricity shortages, money queues, and hyperinflation, and as some of the issues that you're going to eradicate. How do you propose to eradicate these challenges?
First of all, I want to affirm that we will set up on March 30 a national authority that draws from all key constituencies of our country. A national authority that will be composed of honest men and women of integrity and competence. That will then constitute the executive branch of our leadership. Together with the outline and the framework that we have put on the table, we will formulate policies and implement policies that will first address unity among our people, remove the fear that envelopes all of us in our lives, work with economic agents and operators like business people in partnership and in harmony. We won't arrest managers of companies because they are trying to secure their investments. We won't castigate people who are trying to run their market stalls. We won't demolish people's market stalls.
If they are stealing, doctor, they can be arrested. There's no way they cannot be arrested.
Oh, absolutely, they will.
When they use underhand methods to grow their business, I don't think that can be allowed in any democracy.
No one in this economy has done that.
How are you going to deal?
We have economic
Right. How are you going to deal with the Zimbabwe Democracy and Economic Recovery Act of 2001, which is the source of the sanctions that are here?
Whose act is that?
Well, it's an American act that is directed at Zimbabwe.
I'm not being elected by Americans. I'm being elected by Zimbabweans.
But how will you engage them? Because it will still be there unless if you say when you are elected, they will automatically remove that act. The Congress, the American Congress, would say, oh, well, there is Simba Makoni now, we'll remove, and then we'll become suspicious.
The Zimbabwe Democracy Act was promulgated against an autocratic and bankrupt regime. It will not.
You were part of it.
What, that regime?
Don't forget that you were.
Absolutely.
And
that's why I don't travel to Europe.
Ago, you were still part of.
That's why I don't travel to Europe. Remember, I'm also on the European travel.
So how are you going to deal with this? Are you going to turn around and say, I have discarded my former party, now I'm your servant, I'm coming, can you please?
Oh, no. I'm the servant of the people of Zimbabwe. The Zimbabwe Democracy Bill or Act was not promulgated against the people of Zimbabwe. It was promulgated.
But it's hurting the people of Zimbabwe.
I don't.
Your own people, the ones you say you want to lead.
You're receiving lies about that.
No, but we are.
President Mugabe is lying. The Zimbabwe Democracy Bill was targeted at leadership that's corrupt. Now, if you owe people money, then you must be honest. Please, I'm telling you quite honestly.
Don't be honest.
No, I'm being honest because I heard President Mugabe lie yesterday.
But you were giving us the statements that we are being.
Please, people of Zimbabwe, look at this man. He won't allow me to explain to you what the Zimbabwe Democracy Act is all about.
Yes.
It's about corrupt,
don't mislead them.
Autocratic leadership, right? You owe the World Bank money. You don't repay them. You go back and ask for more.
You were the Minister of Finance.
Yes, exactly.
And why weren't you paying them?
Because I didn't have the money. like we don't have the money now.
Where did
I
Bono
told
get
my
the money
colleagues in
from?
cabinet and the president.
Where did Bono get the money from when you went
Why
out?
won't you allow a normal conversation to take place? Please, Zimbabwe, look at this caliber of journalism. Huh? I proposed to President Mugabe and my colleagues in cabinet rational economic policies that would enable our economy to grow again, that would enable our economy to generate foreign currency openly in the open market, which people could trade in banks. And they opted for policies that would arrest business managers, that would drive gold panners into the parallel market, that would drive foreign currency dealers into the parallel market. That's why we couldn't pay, and that's why we can't pay now. And we will run policies that embrace investors and business managers as partners, not as culprits to throw into prison
Yes,
cells.
thank you. Thank you very much, Doctor. I hope you are not crying foul, because this is a debate, and definitely you have to answer and you have to take it since you're campaigning. Viewers, we had Dr. Simba Makoni in the studio. Dr. Simba Makoni is the presidential candidate for what he calls Mavambo. Thank you for coming, Doctor. And viewers, the choice is yours.